welcome for this weekly chat about energy and how I feel and how I'm sharing about everything I can see or feel. Um, you can also, I've just recorded a new moon guided meditation. You know, the last few times I started this chat by a guided meditation, so now I just made a separate video, so you'll find it on the website, and I will put the link somewhere around this video. Welcome. So new moon, new moon, new moon. There's a lot of new actually this week. A lot happened in the astrology, astronomy point of view. Everything is moving. There's a lot happening because there's 4 planets that just going retrograde. I explain about this retrograde phenomena in my article about Mercury retrograde, so you can scroll down and find it. It's called Mercury retrograde, and I explain how this retrograde effect works in our physicality. It's a bit more physics. It's very easy to understand, but it helps to understand the illusion, because the retrograde is an illusion. The planets are now starting to go backward in the sky, like we go backward with a car, you know. Oh, the moon is going backward today. Have you seen Venus? Venus too. No, actually, they keep going forward. Everything goes forward. Just sometimes there's this illusion of stillness, this illusion of standstill, or this illusion of going backward, which is very interesting. How we can observe that in our lives. You know, sometimes you observe what happened in your past. You observe your memories, and it's like going backwards. And it's interesting to observe how it feels. My example of it, well, right now I'm really living something from my past. It's very interesting. I'm on a boat. We're a community of 13 people, and very interesting because we're all different ages and with different tastes, and we all live together like we're on the boat. So it's very interesting to observe everyone, and also to see how they reflect. They reflect who I am, who I was, who I may be. I don't know. It's just very interesting. It's triggering a lot memories of my past, and the same. I don't know for you. I've been saying that the last few weeks. Maybe some people of your past are coming back. Maybe you are thinking about people of your past, people you may have separated or disconnected from, and now it's like they're strongly within you. And well, contact them, and if they contact you, answer them. See how it feels now. Let yourself a chance to be the new you, and let them the chance to be their new self as well. With everything, friendships and any relationship, it's nice to separate sometime. We don't separate, we just take space, and then we may reconnect or not, or in a new way. It's all very unique. And now, so we have 4 planets in retrograde, so that's a strong retrograde effect and illusion. It's like a slowing down to observe, to take the time to observe, to observe what's been happening and who I am now in a way. Because when we observe from where we're coming and our progress, it's reassessing a bit who we are, and maybe allowing ourselves to let the new you be, the new me be, the new us be. Let it be. Message of the last full moon. Let it be. Let me be. Yeah, let me be me. And sometimes I change. My disciplines change, and my habits change. And I'm going to do something a bit different, and it's okay. It's okay. Um, as long as we know what's making feel us good, taking this time space for ourselves, really to focus on our inner being and not on the outside. Really take the time to do that with yourself these days. And even when you're living with many people, you can take your space. Right now, I'm taking my space. You may hear a lot is happening in the kitchen right now, and my cabin is next to the kitchen. You can see the cabin. Um, yeah, you can take your space everywhere, and it's important to take your space for yourself, so you can allow your own energy to flow with itself. And also, it's new moon, so the sun as well this week. So much stuff. The sun ingressed into Gemini from the astrology point of view, so it's a new cycle starting here, and there's a new moon that just happened, and we're still in the energy of the new moon. And when the moon starts a new cycle, it's allowing us and opening us the past to start a new cycle with ourselves, because we're connected with the moon. And she's starting a new cycle when she's crossing the sun. So now she's aligned with the sun. And yeah, the sun and the moon are cuddling. It's nice, my outside and my inside, taking time to be with each other and maybe to align yourself. Maybe you've been expressing yourself in ways that don't really represent who you are now, and it's for you to change these ways of expressing yourself, like maybe with your words or your movement, how you talk to yourself in your head as well. There's many, many things. Expression is everything. So I invite you to observe that. Is you outside reflecting how you feel inside? How are you articulating yourself outside? And so we're talking about Gemini as well. Gemini, it's about the mind, the communication, and the wind. And there is this, people say the twin, this being two, so this duality. How I handle, navigating from one side to the other, from observing all my parts. Gemini is across Sagittarius, and Sagittarius, I was yesterday sitting under the dark sky because when the moon is with the sun and it's new moon, it's dark. And it's great because you can see more details in the stars and the stars shining stronger. And I observed how this is all one, this is the sky, but there's so many details in it. And every day we see different shades of it as well. And depending of all the elements together, it's very trippy. And when I look at the sky, I see myself because my outside, from my point of view, which is my perspective and my belief, and the game of life for me is what's inside is reflected outside. It's like it's a big projection. So when I look at the sky, wow, I see me. I see all my parts shining at their own pace, shining at their own rhythm, shining their own brightness. And all of that happening with the sun and the moon cycle, which are very strong lights. And yes, and with the planets moving as well. So everyone is shining their light and moving around each other. And it's just dancing and I want to say intertwining. I don't know if I can say intertwining, but it's like that. We can see the DNA as well. I'm talking a lot about the DNA. It's nice to observe. All my parts are mine, and it's nice to observe my past, to see how I've changed, and all my personalities that are part of me now, but maybe I express them in new ways. But it's still me. It's still me. Whatever the phases of your life is still you. And I'm going to share my one of the stories here. I stopped drinking alcohol 3 years ago, and now I'm on a boat, and we're on a boat. I can't escape out in the sea when the big alcoholic party is happening. And it's very nice because it reminds me a part of my life when I was a party animal and going out and drinking, and I had a lot of fun. I also did it in extreme ways, so that was also a moment of my life where I let go of a lot of emotions that I was not maybe embracing. So everyone has a different relationship with everything, because my relationship with alcohol is different than someone else, and we're all unique. And it's all of us to assess what's good for us, what's not good, and allowing the good and the not good, the good and the bad. Poof! I push the button pause. Each time I see the button pause, I'm like, oh, am I going to touch it one day? Yes, and I'm going to keep talking after it. My cabin mate, my bubble mate, just came in to pick up something, so I just paused. Yeah, sometimes surprises come, and it's for us to receive them the way we want to receive them. So, for example, I like being here and now and receiving things the way they are, and it's always surprising me anyway. So, I tend to stop searching or expecting, or to stop sniffing and trying to analyze too much, to be in this state of reception. And the divine feminine, receive, I receive. Allow yourself to receive, make space to receive, open yourself to receive. Yeah, it's a beautiful time. There's a lot being unlocked for all of us, all at our own timing, because we bounce, we create that with each other. And we're all a shooting star at our own moment. I would say I like that too. Um, yes, I wanted to talk about living with others, which I'm doing actually. Yeah, living with other people is very interesting. Observe your interaction with everyone around you, how you communicate. If your communication is is received the way you want it to be received, or if the other one is maybe not really understanding you, or there is miscommunication. It's interesting to assess that as well, to clarify your communication. The wind is blowing. Gemini, a lot in the mind, the communication, the telecommunication. So it's a good time to observe that. Venus is retrograde in Gemini too, and it's funny to be with lively family around. And yeah, Venus is retrograde in Gemini. So Venus, what does Venus resonate for you? What stories you know about Venus? Look at Venus in the sky. We see her every night after the sunset. The sun is becoming closer, so we really see her after sunset, and soon we'll call it a transit. You will see her in the morning sky because the sun will pass. So Venus is here and the sun will pass a bit faster because she's in retrograde so for our point of view, she's not like moving forward, but she's still, it's just going to be an interesting effect happening in the sky, and she will transit into being the morning star, the Queen of Water. So I was shuffling my card, Queen of Water, waters that I painted. Beautiful colors. This card is very nice. The Queen, the divine feminine, the water, emotions. It's very the moon. The moon is the Queen of Water, the Queen of your emotion, receiving your emotions and embracing them, holding yourself emotionally, no matter what, whatever is happening outside, whatever wind is blowing, through your head, through your body, through your mind, through everything. You're holding yourself. Okay? Taking this time to hold, to do what feels good for your inner, to calm the water of your darkness inside of you. Thank you. Thank you for receiving this message. We'll chat soon. I love you.